Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here today. I'm going to create 3 looks using the Millennial Pinx palette from Melt Cosmetics. Please let me know which look you liked the most. I think that the first look is my favorite, but yeah, I like this palette. I don't know if the formula is actually worth how much it costs. Like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this palette, but the color story is so freaking awesome and very unique in my opinion. That is what drew me into this palette, was the color story. It's just, I love those grays and blacks with those pinks. I think it's amazing, but you can always pull from other palettes if you don't need it all in one palette. Anyways, I'm going to start off with that Euphoria shade, and my brush is wet. Yep, that's me. I forgot to wash my brushes, and yeah. Anyways, I throw that shade down and I wing it out. It is in the corner of my eye currently, and I bring it all the way to the rest of my eyelid, and I just throw the shade down and try to blend it out as best as I could. Just remember, my brush is wet. If it looks a little funky, that is why. I think that this shadow is supposed to be a black, but I don't find it to be black enough. It's more of a very dark charcoal gray. I don't know if it's supposed to be a black or not, but to me it's more of a charcoal gray, like a very dark charcoal, and not a black. I don't know what, like, I haven't looked at the description on the palette or anything if that was what they wanted that, color to be. But anyways, I go into that GF shade and I place it on top of the Euphoria shade and try to blend it out and get more of a two-tone. And I will tell you, I don't think that those two shades have much of a difference. I think that they are very, very, very similar, and that's what kind of makes me a little bit unhappy. I don't know. They could have lightened this charcoal gray, or this slate gray, the lighter one, up a little bit more. But anyways, I'm going to go into Flamingo Dream and I'm going to place that on top. I love the grays and pinks together, and I don't know if I would have ever paired grays and pinks together if it wasn't for this palette. So if you have grays and pinks in your collection, I highly suggest that you mix them together because I just feel like they're so pretty. Anyways, I go back into that GF shade and I place it on my bottom lash line just to, do my bottom lash line, beneath my bottom lashes. Jeez, you know what I mean, right? I can never seem to get that right. As you see, that's just what I did. And I decided to bring it all the way into my inner corner, I threw down some NYX glitter glue. And then after the NYX glitter glue, I go into that Moon Glow shade. It's a silver. It is a very, very chunky silver. Like, it just seems so flaky and chunky, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I like the way it ends up looking, but it's just an interesting formula. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, I put it on my inner eye crease area, lid, and towards the middle. And then I take Pink Noise and I place that on my inner corner. And I'm not liking how chunky that Moon Glow looks, so I decide to try to place it on with my finger to try to smooth it out a little bit. And that's what I got. So I'll be right back with the finished look. This is the finished look. What do you think? I think this is my favorite look, but you haven't seen the other two, so you'll have to let me know what your favorite is. It's a very typical me look. Um, it's my style. It's how I like to do my makeup, with the wing shape and stuff. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know. Do you have this palette? Do you want this palette? I'm going to go into that Modern Love shade, and I'm going to place it on my outer V area. Just like that. I wanted like a all pink, very soft look, to kind of go with my sweatshirt, and I was just feeling kind of soft, I guess, which is unusual for me. So it was a perfect palette to use. So I just put that Modern Love on my outer V area, and then I take that Flamingo Dream and I place it on the rest of my eyelid. So I don't think, I mean, you can tell there's a difference, but I don't think there's a huge difference between Flamingo Dream and Modern Love. Like, what do you think? Do you think the difference is enough to have both shades in the palette? Or do you think one of them should have been a little bit darker? Let me know what your opinions are. I mean, you can tell, but I don't know if it was dark enough for me and much of a difference between the two shades. Let me know if I'm tripping. I could be. But I just took that Modern Love and I just kept like trying to pack it on and blend it out. So I go into that pink leather and I add that shadow on top in my inner, eye area by my brow bone, and I bring it out farther. I'm just using it kind of as a transition shade. As you can see, it's super light. So yeah, I mean, if you're paler than me, it might work for you, but if you're darker than me, I think it wouldn't work for your skin tone, and that's kind of a shame. But I go into the Flamingo Dream and I throw up my bottom lash area, just like that. Yeah. So then I go into Mixed Emotions and I throw that on my lid. And it's a very, very soft shimmer. It doesn't have a whole lot of shine to it or anything. I mean, you see, like it's just a very soft shimmer. So, I mean, I guess I went with my look because I wanted to do something soft. So, it went with the look. I decided to use my finger to try and get more of some babamness, and it kind of worked, as you see. Then I take that Rose Brunch and I throw it on my inner corner. I'm pretty sure I use all shades in this palette for all three looks, so that's exciting. And I didn't throw on any lashes. I felt like it was a soft look and I didn't want them or need them. Let me know what you think of this look. Alright, we're gonna do look number 3, and I hope you are still here. If you are, thank you so much. Okay, so look number 3. We're gonna go into that GF shade and we're gonna throw it on the outer V. And I'm just gonna tap it and blend it lightly. I do like the way that this shadow performs. It's nice. I think it's a great gray shadow. But anyways, I know this palette isn't new and it's been out forever, so, I just wanted to use it to do a 3 looks 1 palette video. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If there is a palette that I have or a palette you want a 3 looks 1 video 1 palette for, you get what I'm saying. If you want Three looks, one palette video with certain eyeshadow palette. Let me know. Boy, it is time for bed. I cannot talk. So I throw that GF shade on my outer lash area as well, on my bottom half. I do not bring it onto the inner. So I go into that Flamingo Dream and I throw that on my other half of my eye, yeah, my inner half of my eyelid and crease. I throw the Flamingo Dream on it. And yeah, I really like these two shadows side by side. I think they look so stunning together. And I just kind of mush or mash the shades together, until I'm happy with it. I go into that GF and add a little bit more because I felt like I needed to. And then I go into that pink leather shade and I place it on top of that Flamingo Dream shade as like a transition. It's a very light shade. And then I go back into the Flamingo Dream and I add a little bit more of it. And mixing the pink leather and Flamingo Dream together did add a little bit of a difference, so I liked that. And then I took the Flamingo Dream and I put it on my inner bottom half of my lashes. I go into Ruby Spar and I place that on top of my eyelid where that Flamingo Dream is, on my, inner half. And this one has a little bit more shine than the Mixed Emotions, but it's still pretty basic. I take my finger to try and get more bling, and that helped some, as you see. And then I go into Rose Brunch and I use that for my inner corner. And I'll be right back with the finished look. Thank you for watching. I really hope you made it to the end. Let me know what your favorite look was. What do you think? Do you like these videos? Let me know down below. Okay, bye.